Okay, we're back. Let's head into Vestibule. I don't immediately see anything I'm too scared of. Unfortunately, we woke everything up. Let's kill the Necromancer first, since he's the only one that can cast on me, except for the Blizzard Demon. We'll take him out too. Technically, we have Cleansing Flame here, but our evocations are bad enough that not so sure about that yet. Okay, let's pull out. Turns out we're going to be stair dancing here a bit. And I'm fine with that as long as, oh boy, what happened? That's really bad. How did that happen? Did I get... What? I got, like, blinked. I knew it. Disto brand. Alright, plan B. Let's use a teleport. I see Murray is here, so I'm going to use a Holy Word. I've been tormented. Let's fog. Didn't quite work out for me. Too perfectly did it. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to use Steel Javelin on this guy. Got him. We really want to head southwest. Unfortunately, we don't have... any Pog available. You know what? I'm going to try Brilliance. Unfortunately, it's only 63%. But you know what? I'll take it. Cool, it worked. This is okay. We have digging. Unless I were to get distoed again, we are A-okay in here. And remember, when we kill things, we get healed on TSO, as long as it's a demon or undead. Not 100% of the time, I don't think, but... Also, he restores magic, which doesn't hugely matter for us. Yep, kill holes are definitely the way to do this. Yep, and it even stops Garyon from doing his obnoxious backing up and running stuff. Distortion guy is dead. We're going to use silver, but only because it's the only thing on me. Okay, got him. As for you guys, I have so much flight. Oh boy. Murray is there. I was going to say I have flight. I'll just fly over there and take him out, no problem. Cacodemon is not playing games. Okay, Murray can't actually fly, so... It's not so bad to mess with them from the edge like that. Okay, not bad at all. Our kill hole is thoroughly broken. We can fix that if we wanted to, but we're doing pretty well already. A little concerned about Murray, but we can always teleport, which we're going to do. See, Murray is as fast as a regular Curse Skull, as far as I know, which makes him very fast. He rolls around quickly. All right, there he is. What can he do again? Torment, Summon Undead, Black Mark. Nothing too terrible for us. Whoops. Just fat-fingered that key. Penetration is working out for me. Although it's just as good that he's simply not tormenting me. I should have just gone into melee. There we go. Fine, he's dead. I'm trying to be fancy with these spears, but every single one I throw, or javelins, but every single one I throw, he gets a chance to torment me, and after 2 torments, I'm ready to go away, you know? So. Of course, he dies in like 1 shot when it comes to a Holy Branded Executioner's Axe. Maybe Lesser Beckoning would be nice. Unfortunately, has not spawned. Trog slowed me. Some more Trog action here. Alright, easy enough. Got a little more experience there. Unfortunately, Passage is still not online, which really shouldn't surprise me in GDA. We're not going to start caring about Scrolls of Amnesia anytime soon. Alright. We have 1 Scroll of Blinking, but we're in a rather tough spot for Vaults 5. I'm gonna Stair Dance until a Warden shows up. And then I'm gonna do the teleport plan. Sadly, we have no haste, but we do have agility, we do have might. So there's things we can do here. There's a Warden. Let's go up. Didn't get constricted, that's cool. Okay, so we've killed a goodly number of things, if only the, I guess mainly the ambush. But now there is a vault guard, or a vault warden, I should say. So what are we gonna do about it? First of all, I want that staircase because it's the furthest away from the Etten. I want to re-teleport wait once. Go down. Well, I should have waited twice. I'll go ahead and do agility. We're trying to make our way to a decent place to fight. And this is close, but it's not right. Made a little noise there. Just lightning. Let's kill this lich as fast as we can with Holy Brand. It's not quite working out. Let's agility again. Use strength here. Okay, so the corners. The corners are where you want to be. It becomes your home base. We'll run back to the corners, the previously cleared corners, every time we want to fight some stuff. Like so. Sometimes things will come to you as it's wandering around the floor, but it's not a huge deal. Hey, spatial translocations, that's cool. We're gonna have beckoning. I'm not gonna bother to memorize blink because I have it on an item I'll always be using. Yeah. Everything else we don't need. Use anti-magic. Okay, this is definitely more than I'd like to be fighting. Let's lightning. Well, nope. Titans are immune to lightning rods. Let's scatter shot. Oh geez, we're next to too much stuff. Let's fear this stuff. And I'm gonna teleport as much as I would rather not. Take a step, take a step. Take a step in the other direction because we don't want to get LCS'd. And I tell you, I'm gonna agility. Okay, this is sort of bad. We don't want to go towards the stairs because we know there's stuff waiting for us there, almost definitely. I'm gonna ambrosia real quick. We got most of our hit points back. Let's wait for this dude. Swap my holy back on. Okay, we have an Etten on our side. Okay, this dude over here is trying to do recall. Let's see if we can get the confusion on him. That didn't work. That did work. Chanting interrupted. Let's get the kill. Oh man, floating eye. I'm gonna use the feel to finish him so I don't get paralyzed. Oops. Little inexpert movement there. Swap to anti-magic. Really just want to heal here at this point. Wow, we've got some stuff coming at us. Oh my god, we're slowed. First of all, we're going to drink cancellation so we're not slow anymore. Secondly, we're in a little bit of a bind here. Why don't we go ahead and use summoning? Seems a little early, but I mean, I'm at half hit points right now, so I'm not playing games. And let's get behind our guys and let them do a little bit of the heavy lifting for us here. I'm going to take a step so that I can't see the Titan. He can't smite me, and we're going to use Ambrosia real quick. so I can get some healing in. Unfortunately, the Titan comes right out, so we're going to drink Curing, so we're no longer confused, and we're going to swing on the Titan. I could buff up a bit for this, but I think we're okay, considering the summoning that we've got. Oh, that's kind of funny. Did my mage summon these guys? Yeah, the Hellrat and the Demonic Crawler are enraged by my Holy Aura. That's kind of silly that you can summon things that then proceed to summon things that are hostile to you. We're slow again. How did I get slow again? Did I get more Trogwrath? Yeah, going in here while Wrath was still up was possibly a mistake. It was the Freezing Wraith. Oh boy. That was a very lucky attack by that Phantasmal Warrior. Then again, he is mighted. Cleansing Flame to clear him out. And then I'll Scatter Shot to finish those guys. Not good to take any risks while you're slowed, so I'm going to use Ambrosia, and then we'll just rest up the rest. Okay, not bad. We're back to full, close to it. Nice. At this point, we've done a good amount of the floor. Now, I don't prefer doing this way. I prefer to do this in the totally overpowered, like I stand there and cast Shatter and I don't care and I'm just at the stairwell forever. Or some abnormal, clever sort of way of letting yourself stair dance when you shouldn't be able to, like using Beog's Smite or really anything that can take down Vault Wardens quickly. Even a Wand of Acid with high evocation, something like that. Although that's a little limited since it's not full range, but you get what I'm saying. I don't prefer to do it the traditional way. Wow, he slowed me, and then he sent these dudes after me. I have no choice but to use Summoning again. I don't want to be slow fighting these things. I'm gonna Scroll of Vulnerability. I'm gonna Charm. Cool. I guess that's one way of dealing with all that. Yeah, Trogwrath is no joke. I mean, I say it's easy. And it is, if you're at the point where you can melee that stuff, but we're kind of on the edge of that. More importantly, we're doing Vaults 5 right now, so having any kind of Wrath during Vaults 5 is insane. Having Trogwrath is extra bad. But thinking at it purely from the standpoint of, like, can I survive this Wrath? Well, the answer is probably. It's just how much trouble is it going to be and which branches are you choosing to do while you work it off. If I was being totally optimal, I probably would have been running around Abyss 1 to work off this. Problem. Okay, we can freely go around the level now. We've cleared off enough of the stuff that I feel pretty confident we'll be fine. Oh, enchant armor. Keep pushing our dragon armor up. I'm going to treat this as a top threat because it is. Cool, got the Weaver. Don't underestimate these Convokers. The fact that they can put might on their allies is pretty huge, especially in an area with this amount of diversity in the enemies that could show up. Okay, we have de-impeded the staircase. Sort of. I wanted to mind control that, or enslave that Etten, but it wasn't quite working for me. A lot of things to fight at the same time, but didn't really have a choice unless I wanted to teleport, because there was a Vault Warden there locking the staircase. Okay, this is the room. Hey, those are excellent gloves. We get RF plus and we get regen? Sure. We get some haste. We finally find some boots. They're boots of stealth, which is not cool, but certainly better than nothing. AC plus 2 and plus 3, that's not as good. Okay. Still can't wear a hat, by the way. That mutation where I went from horns 2 to horns 3, means that I just can't wear a hat. This is interesting. You must have, yeah, the Ring of Shadows. That's kind of funny. What even happens if I wear this thing? That's bizarre. A square is lit by a halo, and I guess it just cancels out the halo. That's honestly kind of cool looking. I'm not gonna wear this. It's not for my character, but I will say that's kind of neat. Okay, floor done. Some interesting things found. But nothing huge. Was I doing? I want to find identify scrolls, which I'm not just carrying on me right now. I want to identify this vampiric evening star. And the reason for that is I still want to find minus Tela items, which I have not found one yet for the purposes of Zot. Holding on to so many things, we really need to clear out this inventory a bit. Lignification is something that I'm probably going to keep on me with this character because, as silly as it sounds to keep that thing on me, it's the only way I have to be immune to torment, so I could see a situation where I need it. which makes me a bit uncomfortable. Wow, really good plate armor. Almost could be considered to be superior to my gold dragon scales. Less AC, allows me a little more EV. Better defenses in terms of resistances, although I don't need the RF++. I'm already maxed out with the gold dragon armor on. I lose our poise. Perhaps most importantly, I become able to cast passage a little better. I don't really care enough. We'll just brilliance until we can cast it. We're getting there. That is tempting, though. Really tempting, in fact. So where to next? Well, considering how much trouble I'm having with Trog and his wrath and the fact that it's not over, I might take a little bit of a detour from my usual route, hang out on Abyss for a little while, just until that wrath's over, and then I'll probably dive in and grab the rune. Just something I really usually don't do that, but I'm not willing to do Tomb, which is where I would like to be. I'm not willing to do Tomb while Trog is still mad at me. Actually, why don't we just, we're only 27 minutes into the video, why don't we just go ahead and go in here. And we'll just kind of just hang out down here a bit. Just on Abyss 1 until this wrath is over. I'm like this close to leaving and making it so I'm using rocks, so I don't have to worry about losing them to Abyss teleports, which I've lost most of my javelins to apparently. Now I just have this one steel javelin. Let's do that. Stones. Well, you would think there would be stones on like every single level. I just realized we killed that guy, and he could have grabbed something from the vault a while back, but I guess he didn't. Why is this thing not picking up stones? Stones are now a go. $450 stones, okay. having a little trouble with my controls here. Yes, I want to go through Orc 2. Piles. But where could they all be? In vaults? I guess mostly in vaults. Seems kind of silly that I'm grabbing all of these, but I'll never have to worry about ammunition again. So that's cool. And apparently I'll run into a few things that I missed along the way. Enemies, I mean. Alright, this is sufficient. Let's go back to the Abyss and get this wrath worked off. You know, one thing we could do is we could swap to Zen if we really wanted that loot that was in that Zot trap goofy awful teleporter vault. We could just swap to Zen, get the full piety, and then hilariously we could use whatever his maximum piety ability is called, to just Sanctuary, I believe it's called, and just kind of calmly stroll past everything that's in there, grab the loot, teleport out. Might have to use it twice, I guess. Did I get mutated? No, I didn't. Transient only. Not much to say about what I'm doing here. I'm just running around and tabbing. Technically, it's possible for some top-tier threats to spawn in here, but it seems fairly unlikely to run into something like a Hell Sentinel on Abyss 1. It can happen, though, which is something that makes this place incredibly dangerous for a character of any level. But in practice, you are usually fine. I just wish that the Trograth would be over. Well, another thing that makes this place particularly easy for me is I heal when I kill things. So most of the things in here, the demons, the undead, abominations, so on and so forth. Keep checking my mutations because I just expect to have a bad one. Oh, I don't need Ring of Wizardry. Well, actually, we might go grab those Rings of Wizardry at some point and swap them on so we can pog out of places. Hey, there's a Trograth. damage here. Let's vulnerability, enslave. Didn't quite work. I need to recharge. I could be paralyzed here by the masses. I'll flame this stuff. Try some curing down. Got some charm there. Good. I like it that these demons are showing up because I can get some healing. Now these Star Curse masses are actually quite dangerous. See, the thing is they can paralyze you. And the other thing is, TSO doesn't care about healing me in exchange for killing them, so they're considered to be chaos, but not demons. More of a Zen thing, really. Oh, another cool thing about TSO, he will make my minions last longer. So, if you're playing a summoner, that's like a hidden benefit to playing as TSO. It's not a huge benefit for me, because I'm not playing a summoner. But if we make like Box of Beasts, Sack of Spiders, that kind of stuff will last a while. So it's a plus. Oh, come on. I really don't want to be slow. Seems to be lasting forever, though. Wow, have I been holding on to anti-magic this whole time? I could have sworn that I had my holy on. Wow, okay, that's a crystal spear, and I am slow. I'm gonna unslow myself with cancel, even though that would have ended soon anyway. Just for the sake of safety. Yeah, I can't believe I had anti-magic on. I thought I had holy on this whole time. Yeah, in general, I don't recommend you scum the abyss just because it's mind-numbing, but is it optimal? Yes, it just is. Especially if you want your wrath to be gone. I would not recommend just playing the game while wrath is on. I would definitely take heroic measures to get that off before you take any risks. Because it's what you might call a force multiplier in the wrong direction. When you're under the effects of any kind of wrath, everything you fight becomes more dangerous. As usual, I'm a bit impressed with how long a god can hold a grudge. Can I run away from this thing and not get tormented? I have a teleport coming from that disto. Yeah, there we go. Lurking horrors are no fun, but you can outsmart them a bit. Still Trogwrath. Why don't we dig our way out of this mess? And we can fight this stuff. Hey, and we get pulled to a different reason of the Abyss. So, Chaos pulls through for me a little bit. That's another cool thing about the Abyss, is that if the gods send some wrath at you, you're not necessarily going to have to deal with it because you might get pulled to a different region. Now, Trog is no longer mad at me. He has been mollified. Before I end this video, well, let's just see how long it takes us to get to the next level. Because we're only 40 minutes in, so I'm fine with making this an hour-long video. Just hoping it doesn't take too long. Oh, there was a way down. I'm hitting O too much. Oh, it's cool. We're back at it. And another one. Cool. This is the floor we want to be on. Now we're going to stay on floor 3 on this character. It's simply safer. It's really kind of impressive how quickly you can kill things with a holy weapon in almost anywhere in Extended. Really good stuff. So we're on Abyss 3. We will find the rune. I guess I could go down more. With So, it's not like an enormous risk, since I heal when I kill things. When I kill evil things. Yeah, we'll go down. Whoa, hey! Plopped me down right next to the rune. Can't say no to that. Now we just gotta get an exit, which should be easy with the rune in tow. Got some immolation there. Got a book of summonings, which is kind of useful. I doubt we're going to use it, but I don't see why I shouldn't grab it real quick. What to drop? We're going to drop our lightning just grab another one. We're going to go down to avoid that, that torment. And also because, well, we'll eventually find a way out here. Fortunately, it looks like I'm going to eat this torment. There's just not much I can do about it. There it is. You know, for having the Abyssal Rune, I really haven't found much exits. Many exits, but that's one that spawns because of my experience, so fine. Let's drop the book. I'll memorize Summon Forest. I don't see myself actually using it, but let's grab this lightning rod. We left ours behind in Abyss for inventory's sake. Fine. Still have way too many items. It's this throwing. It's because I chose to do throwing. We've got a little bit of a problem. I haven't really used these needles, but I just know there's going to be a time when I will need them. I'll drop Remove Curse. Probably not going to use those for the rest of the game. And unless I have to go to a ziggurat, I won't need them to be right on my person. Okay, so we're gonna get in position to do Tomb. We have RN+++. We have no other source of torment resistance unless you want to count the power of TSO healing us when we kill things. But with that said, I think we can do this. Especially if I were to immolate and kill a huge swath of these things, I would come out of it with full hit points most likely. So we'll do that next time. Get a nice pile of loot, hopefully. We're getting to the point where we have passage castable. If I use, I mean, not 75%, but if I drink one of these 7 potions of brilliance, I will have Pog mostly castable. So, have that to look forward to. And it's kind of, I would say, almost necessary in Tomb if you want to have an easier time. So, Tomb next time. Probably jump into Pan after that. Or maybe one of the easier hells. Probably one of the easier hells. Probably, with this character, probably Coquitas. Or maybe Gehenna. But we'll see. Until then, I'm signing out.